Susan. So I'm going to talk a little bit about how I graduated college with no debt, and I think really there are three factors. Number one was my parents had saved for me ahead of time. So I graduated high school and they had about 25,000 bucks sitting in a bank account for me. I was told my whole life that if, when I graduated, the money was mine. So I'm graduating college thinking, I've got 25,000 bucks. And then I burned through 19,000 of that money the first year. So I think for me, that was one of the big driving factors, because I saw my money evaporate and I knew how bad that hurt. And I knew I had to make some decisions so that I didn't continue to go that direction. Right? And so I switched to a public school and was able to, make a couple more adjustments. And number two was that I made that decision, right? Like, I loved the private school I was at, but I switched to the public school because I knew it was more cost effective, right? Like, there were plenty of people at the private school telling me, oh, you could just take out a loan. Oh, we'll be fine. Oh, we've got money for you, I'm sure. And I couldn't buy into that lie. I couldn't buy into the fact that I was just going to end up with a loan inevitably. And once I made that mind shift, like, pretty much every decision was kind of made for me. And then finally I worked and I got scholarships, and I had a girlfriend who worked and got scholarships and was able to we lived together at the time, so we were able to kind of put together a life, even though we lived off pretty much nothing, that enabled us both to graduate without debt. I worked at a newspaper making very little money, but it was enough, right, to kind of contribute. And I was able to build my writing career upon that. So that's for me, that's kind of how it worked out for me. I think the main thing for anybody else watching this is, right, no, points 2 and 3, like, make the decision that you're not going to go into debt, right? And then choose your school. I think the selection of school is more important than people realize, because everyone wants to go to a big name, but in the long run, it just really doesn't matter that much. And then number 3, be willing to work and kind of cash flow as much of that education as you can. So thanks for asking and giving me the chance to expand on this. Yeah, bye.